Hello, I'm Sergeant Constable Detective Officer Peter Pisbuck from Twat Valley Police. Eventful weekend so far. Myself and a number of my colleagues were called upon to monitor the anti-lockdown protest in Hyde Park yesterday. At this point in our war against COVID-19, it was vital that the public see a large, tightly packed unit of police officers side by side, shoulder to shoulder, with no face masks on, in order to understand just how contagious this virus is. Of course, these protesters in Hyde Park had absolutely no idea of how infectious and deadly the virus can be, and it was essential that myself and my colleagues get right up in their faces to fully explain the 2 metre rule to them. 19 scumbags were arrested for waving placards displaying misinformation, as well as a very poor use of syntax in what was a disgraceful display of lawlessness. Due physical force was used by myself and my fellow officers. Some individuals were wrestled to the ground. The odd elbow and knee were deployed where possible in a coordinated effort to knock some sense into these co-idiots. They were then led away in handcuffs and later tied to a 5G mast, whereupon they may or may not have turned into lizards. 10 on-the-spot fines were issued, the funds from which will be used by the London Mayor to implement more traffic restrictions in London in order to make car driving in the capital impossible at a time when everyone is being advised to avoid public transport. We would like to remind you at this juncture to continue to trust the authorities. We know what we're doing, and even if we don't, there's fuck all you can do about it. Keep safe, stay alert, go back to work if you can be bothered. Otherwise, keep cowering behind your sofa until Daddy Boris tells you you can have your life back. And remember, it could be worse. If you were living in Belgium, you'd probably be dead by now. As it is, you've almost certainly got another couple of months.